Well, it's Throwback Thursday, and I know it's not Black History Month anymore because this is March, and Black History Month is in February. But there's still one friend of mine who needs to be recognized in Black History Month. So we're extending Black History Month for a week. You can do that if you're sheriff, you know. I want to talk about Deputy County Manager Joe Halman. Used to be Chief Joe Halman because he was chief over law enforcement for me before he retired and ultimately went to work for the county as one of the big bosses. But I remember back in the day, Joe Halman was a deputy and a detective working with me. And he was a great undercover detective. Wanted to be in law enforcement all of his life. You know, he was an explorer for the Winter Haven Police Department. He actually worked in store security prior to coming to work in law enforcement back when he was just a teenager. So he's been a great law enforcement officer all of his adult life. He believes in fairness and equality and everybody having an equal and a fair chance. Great supervisor, great police administrator, and now great deputy county manager over public safety, which includes fire services. But the story I got to tell you is this. In addition to being a great law enforcement officer, he's also a great minister. That's right, he has his own church in Winter Haven with a large congregation and population. I wonder if they knew that he worked undercover in narcotics, organized crime, and vice crimes. Well, they will after today. It was back in the day. We were having trouble with the nude dancing establishments violating the law. So I sent undercover detectives into these nude dancing establishments. You guessed it, Pastor Joe Halman, before he was a pastor, when he was just a great detective, was assigned undercover. After the undercover work there by Detective Halman and his colleagues, we were able to successfully close the business down because they were violating all kinds of laws. Detective Halman told me at the time, you know, I've never been in a place like that before. But he didn't push back when I sent him the second and third and fourth time. He did a great job, testified in court, did an awesome job. When you look at Polk County and law enforcement, when you look at diversity and you see that the workforce in Polk County is about 14% African American, the workforce at the sheriff's office is about 18.5% African American. When you look at the energy and enthusiasm with which we were able to attract African Americans to join this wonderful workforce, you'll see the likes of Joe Halman. You'll see the likes of Lieutenant David Smith. You'll see a lot of pioneers from the African American community that helped make the Polk County Sheriff's Office as great and as fair and as equitable as it is today. Thank you, Chief Halman. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being a great law enforcement officer. And thanks for making Polk County a great place to live, work, and play.